I was actually reading a book yesterday on Key Stage 1 and Key Stage 2 games and PE in general, and I read the whole chapter on dance, and I'm just amazed at how much more I got out of the session than I did out of reading the chapter about book. You say stuff about unison and the canon and those kind of things, but I didn't get it until we were sort of doing it today, and it really sort of, just actually doing it, doing those dances sort of makes it so much more real,
Yeah, I think we learn so much more from actually doing what the children will be doing, and it makes you able to understand how they're going to grasp it, and things like that, how you've got to explain it to them.
Honestly, you've got to break it down into tiny little stages and levels. As grown-ups, we can throw a ball and we can catch it, but you don't realise exactly how you have to learn that. It's quite instinctive. It gets to the point where it is quite instinctive.
And Julie seems a lot more aware of that than I was a bit overwhelmed at the thought of doing PE, but I think Julie seems to understand how children think a lot more and sort of bring it to their level so that they can't play this rounded game or anything. So I found that really helpful.
And what I found as well is that PE is so much more, you're able to do it cross-curriculum as well, like using the resources, using the books, which I never even thought of.
Which makes it a lot more creative.
Yeah, and a lot more interesting than just throwing a ball around. There's a lot more to it, and also developing the games that we've been doing every week, making them harder and things like that for different abilities. Hadn't even thought of that really.
It seems like in this sort of lesson that we're sort of taught to teach, that the children will get a lot more out of it than I ever really got out of PE. Because it is this cross-curricular thing. It's a lot more imaginative.
Well, it seems to be on, my experiences when I was at school, it was kind of about physical activity and about moving and about exercise. Whereas now, of course it is about that, but it seems to be acting on so many other levels now, whether it's cross-curricularly or, with the music and everything else. It's, so different.
We never did music in PE, even in secondary, so...
I feel like it was mainly games focused when I was younger, and I was a bit nervous coming into this course. I'd have to learn the rules for all these ball games that I didn't enjoy anyway, and teach them to children, hopefully with the rules being correct, and then somehow referee those games. That's what I thought my role was going to be. I'm delighted with it.
Well, I'm sure that's expected, some of that is expected, hence given the option to do those other courses as well, like the high-five, netball and all these things. They feel as though they're optional things rather than what the course is.
And at a higher level, because like we said, the children Key Stage 1 children or even Key Stage 2 children just aren't capable of playing those big games where half the pupils end up not just running around, not doing anything because they don't have those skills.
It's really easy to overlook things as well, isn't it? Like, just about where you stand and your focus, I think, as well. So, that's what I really like about Lee, like about Julie teaching us the way that she teaches us like we're and then you can see what she's doing and you think actually that's right, I've got to write that down and think that's what I'm going to do.
And it's like that positive reinforcement we can use that throughout our lessons.
Exactly.
And it's much more inclusive of everyone rather than
the good people.
I think it's really important the point she brings up about health and safety as well, because they're like really important in PE, and I think it's like things that you wouldn't have thought about yourself.
And also it's just walking along with everything else. It's not like, okay, well now we're going to talk about health and safety. It's like it's much more kind of endemic in what you're talking about.
And everything is related to each other. Has a knock-on effect, and how everything falls into those evaluation and things like, the things that the strands and things. So I really like the way that she's explaining to us where we find the strands and she's put them on there.
Is it clear how you implement things rather than this abstract thing like you were saying, health and safety? Whereas this is while you're doing the lesson.
Completely relevant.
Exactly.
I probably feel most confident now going into school and teaching a PE lesson than any other lesson.
As a full-time
much more confident going in and teaching a PE dance session or even something we hadn't really done yet. I don't know, like gym, but because we've got the basics already, it'd be much more fun than teaching literacy.
Things like that. I completely agree, and I thought it would be the opposite. I thought you would be, they really
Well, I suppose because you think my subject knowledge is stronger in these other areas, but I suppose this is probably the most active lesson that we have. You know, we're all participating all the time, other than kind of brief sessions on the floor, but obviously that kind of learning works for us.
I'm still slightly nervous about health and safety. I think Julie's done an amazing job telling us more about it, but that will be a thing for me when I'm trying to plan a lesson in school. I'm slightly nervous, what I
in case you
can and can't. Exactly. I think she's, brave and it helps you think about giving the rules up front, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? Thinking what the dangerous might be, but I would still be nervous.
Hopefully that will come with time.
I like the way she always makes the warm-up relevant to the lesson that you're going to follow and the content of the lesson, and how it kind of, it's not a warm-up, then lesson, then things. It's like it all kind of flows into one, and it's all integrated, isn't it?
But that's what I think was brilliant about the game. The games that we're doing, the rules being introduced a bit at a time.
Yes, I like that too.
You get started. I thought the idea that you just get started, and then you start to build it up. I think that's just brilliant. Rather than a whole load of rules up front.
Children that in fact with my son, if I give him 4 things to do, go and brush your teeth, wash your face, he'll go, too many things to remember. And also that's great, giving him a couple of things to do.
That's really good.
I think as well, having the pod, especially mobility, it's easy then for you to make it harder and push people at their own level. You haven't got people that can't throw in your throwers or whatever, and then it's more easy to push them and improve on their skills individually by having them working in the pod. I think that's a good idea.
It's been a lot about differentiation. I think in every lesson. Because I'm sure PE must be one of those things where you can get the people that are naturally talented.
Exactly,
A lot of focus on that, and I found that very helpful about planning lessons.
Different skills,
we learned about games last week, and maybe some of the dance stuff done.
I think it's good that even if you're a lower ability child, you can still get involved, and you're involved throughout most of the lesson, rather than because you can't catch a ball.